Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum and very good morning to Dr. Afifah and my fellow classmates. So today we are going to talk about strategic thinking skill that we obtained from the video last week. So what is strategic thinking? Strategic thinking in its most basic form is the ability to prepare for the future. It's the ability to devise methods and generate ideas that will adapt to changing circumstances while also taking into consideration the various challenges that lie ahead. So, should a leader require this skill? Yes, they should. Strategic planning is not the same as strategic thinking. It is in many ways more important than strategic planning. To think strategically, you must be able to see and understand the overall picture of who you are, where you want to go, and how you will get there. It entails foreseeing opportunities and challenges and guiding the organization with that information. The effective leader needs to think strategically. Just as important though, she or he also needs to foster strategic discussions, and in so doing, strategic thinking, acting, and learning in the organization. Ideally, the leader will help the team to see and understand the bigger picture, even as team members focus on the day-to-day work. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum and very good evening. My name is Diana Mira bin Asman. Now I'm going to present the second point of strategic thinking, which is tools of analysis. For the first point, we have gap analysis. From the picture, we can see current state and desired state. Between them, we have gap that we have our action plans to set up to get our goal. The second point is four corners analysis. What is the four corners? Is motivations, current strategy, capabilities, and management assumptions. The third point is value chain analysis, which are the highly value of support activities. From here, we can see service is a highly value of support activities. The fourth point is real analysis. What is real, valuable, rare, inimitable, organized? For example, is an unused competitive advantage. Is it valuable? Yes. Is it rare? Yes. Is it inimitable? Yes. Is it organized? No. The fifth point is Porter 5 forces. What is the Porter's 5 forces? Is threats of new entrants, supply bargaining power, internet competition, threat of substitutes, and the last one is customer bargaining power. Next, we have PESTEL analysis. Political, economic, social, technological, environmental, and legal. Last but not least is SWOT analysis. SWOT, strength, weakness, opportunity, and threat. Last one is strategy evaluation. So we can see the strategic planning cycle, formula strategy, purpose mission, and the other rest. So that's all for me. Thank you.
The next one is strategic purpose. From the book Retreat That Work, written by Sheila Campbell and Marion Liebman, the strategic purpose is the heart of blueprint for the future. It has been described as team essential reason for existence. We can say that strategic purpose is clear understanding. The strategic purpose is made based on the situation and priorities. Priorities are typically chosen based on individual or in response to crisis. The strategic purpose makes the concept of work more clearer and all work goes smoothly. From this, you can track your progress and achieve your goals.
So the next component of strategic thought and action is strategic thinking vision. So what is strategic thinking vision? It is generally defined as an organization's capacity to establish a mission or purpose, to determine long-term objectives, and to make a substantive analysis of its performance. It is relative to its competitors in the industry. Strategic thinking also requires you to view a problem or situation from multiple perspectives with the goal of taking the most logical approach that delivers greatest outcomes. So here you can see strategic thinking vision divided to three parts. The first one is group vision. Group vision will draw you forward and define the larger undertaking that drive your activities. And the next one is clearly vision. Clearly vision tells us exactly what the vision is. And the last one is goal. Goal allows us to create greater leverage toward a vision with limited resource.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Wan Nur Wahia binti Monsaidi, So here I'm going to talk about one of the components of strategic thinking skills or strategic thought and action, which is values. Values reflect the culture of an organization. More importantly, clarity regarding values allows the organization to tap into those values to foster a culture that supports its purpose and vision rather than one that undermines them. Teams can engage in a process that clarifies organizational values and use this as a basis of practices that strengthen team interactions and culture. As Peter Drucker stated, culture eats strategy for breakfast. It means if your culture doesn't work, your strategy can't work. Why values are important? It is because our values inform our thoughts, words, and actions. They help us to create the future we want to experience. Their decisions we make are a reflection of our values and beliefs, and they are always directed towards a specific purpose. My next slide is key goals. Key goals are the second most important component in strategic thinking skills before action planning. This is because key goals play the vital role of connecting the team's ongoing work with a broader purpose and vision, because they help define where the team is going in specific actionable ways. Like for an example, in business, by setting specific organizational goals can also help a company measure their organization's progress and determine the tasks that must be improved to meet those business goals. So there are 5 traits of effective organizational goals, which are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-bound. By applying these 5 traits, organizations have a clearer path to achieve success and realize its vision.
Hi, my name is William from Group 4 of GSA. Action planning is the 6th element of strategic thinking, which defined as an approach which helps focus ideas and decide what steps we need to take to achieve goals and succeed. Remember, a great strategy alone does not ensure success, but the effective implementation of a great strategy does. However, planners sometimes neglect tedious action planning compared to the directive strategy planning, resulting in an unrealistic planning. Therefore, when we desire to achieve a huge goal in the future, the sequence of steps are important. For example, a successful organization always makes goal statement, implement the goal, apply all the resources, and overcome the challenges or hurdles. And this is what we call the excellent planning for the strategic thinking.
Next point is how to develop strategic thinking. There are a few tips. First, learn to predict. That means before taking any action, we should imagine the further development of events and the final result which we can get. You must rely on your life or professional experience even if it is not very rich yet. It will be quite interesting to compare the results before and after. For example, ask yourself what do I want to achieve and what will my actions or words lead to. Besides, you can develop strategic thinking in your everyday life. For example, you go on a trip and pack our things, thinking and assuming what you need to take in case of bad weather, and illness, losing document or money. Second, use visualization. That means creating mental image and describing them in your mind will help you to learn to see objects, events, projects, and so on in detail. However, a person who can think strategically must see not only the details but the whole picture in general. For example, you see a tree and start to imagine it in details, how old it is, how tall, what birds are sitting on them, how deep is root in the ground, and so on. I think that's all from us. Thank you.